What's going on, guys? Angel here, Begin Crypto. Thank you guys so much here for joining me today here on YouTube. This video is titled Why I'm Bullish as F. And the reason that I'm bullish is I'm going to show you guys on-chain metrics. That's going to be my new thing for you guys today. Richly, what's up? I'm going to be the on-chain metrics guy. I'm going to show you some technical analysis, and I'll show you, we'll talk about news and fundamentals, but I'm going to be the on-chain metrics guy. I see you on the moon, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to show you guys on-chain metrics that are bullish. And these are the metrics that the bears are not telling you guys. These are the metrics that the bears are not telling you guys. And they don't actually realize these things. And when they look at their technical analysis, I'm not going to say any names, but a couple in particular on TikTok for sure. Not going to say names, but like I said, I got some good friends too on here. Like I said, my favorite bear on YouTube is Crypto Savvy, and my favorite bear on TikTok is Weatherman. So Crypto Weatherman. So when I'm talking about bears, I'm not talking about Weatherman, or if I'm talking on YouTube, I'm not talking about Savvy, because I like both of those guys. Crypto Savvy, Crypto Weatherman are awesome. But there are a few other technical analysis people that I am talking about on TikTok and on YouTube, and they fail to realize this and these on-chain metrics right here that I'm going to show you today. So thank you guys so much, Angel Begin Crypto. This video is sponsored by We Are Crypto. That is my brand new clothing company. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek of it right here. Like I said, I'm going to probably show it each and every day. So just give me my 15 seconds of showing you guys. If you guys want to go ahead and purchase something here, this is my beta store. These are my beta designs. I want to see which designs sell the best. And then once I check those out, good morning, Meg. Good to see you. Like I said, we're going to talk on-chain metrics today. So I'm going to show you guys why I'm still bullish. So DeFi NFT, RSI, we got the Bitcoin indicators, the traders collection, the investor collection, the Bitcoin collection, traders collection as well. Crypto never sleeps. I am sure the cryptocurrency hoodie, a very simple design, but this is the Begin Crypto long-term hodl, the big cap collection right there, Bitcoin, ETH, ADA, and Link. That's what I'm holding for a long time. Some funny ones, I buy bottoms. Here's Ethereum as well. Etc. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. wearecrypto.store, guys. wearecrypto.store. Okay, let's go ahead and get to what I really want to talk to you guys about. Right now, Bitcoin here is at 39.6. We've been hovering right around 40. As you can see, we broke out of that wedge, looking very, very pretty solid, very bullish so far. But I'm going to show you guys now on-chain metrics. I'm going to go ahead and grab the video, or grab the my phone for TikTok so you guys can see these on-chain metrics. I'm going to adjust my monitor, my TV for a second, so that you guys are better able to see it. I have my ring light right in the way, so give me 1 second, everybody here on YouTube and on TikTok. So give me 1 second. There. All right. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Everything should be still rolling. Sorry about that, guys. I want to make sure that you guys can see this on TikTok as well. I'm going to go ahead and go chain metrics. And like I said, I'm going to be the next guy. There we go. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to be the guy that shows you guys all these on-chain metrics. Now I just have to find out where did I put the metrics? Oh, there we go. Sediment right there. So guys, this is my on-chain metrics. Thank you so much for the roses, Meg. By the way, I appreciate it a lot. So I'm going to show you guys first why I'm bullish. I'm going to go ahead and zoom into this chart. And this chart right here is the exchange flows balance. So what the exchange flows balance is this shows plus and minus exchange flow. So when a lot of Bitcoin are deposited to exchanges, that is an inflow. They call that an inflow. So I'm going to do a lot of teaching today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pop myself up on the side here so you guys can still see me a little bit too. So, and I'll zoom in a little more for those on YouTube as well so you guys can see. But this is called the exchange. This is called the exchange flow balance. And like I said, the exchange flow balance is the amount of inflows versus the amount of outflows. And you can see if this number here, I'll go back like this. If that number there is over the top like this, this means that there's more inflows than outflows, and vice versa. If you see down here, over here, there were more outflows than inflows, which means people are taking Bitcoin off of exchanges. So as you guys can see, I'll back out a little bit quick so you guys can see just at least the most recent. As you guys can see, on April 18th, there was a massive outflow, which means there was a massive buy. And right here on this chart right here, you guys can see the price. That's the Bitcoin price right there in green. Okay. And then you have the exchange outflow in purple. So you guys can see them together. Okay. So on April 18th, there was a massive outflow, which means the whales right here on April 18th bought a dip. That means they bought the dip because there was massive outflows on the exchange. As you guys can see, massive outflow. So they thought the whales and people accumulated on April 18th. Okay. So with that in mind, people were accumulating here, some at 53, but there are massive outflows. Oops, I'll show you over here now. Massive outflows over here. So as you guys can see, and there was a massive inflow. Now this massive inflow right here was on June 20. I'll go zoom in a little more. This massive inflow right here was on June 25th, or June 26th. I talked about that, guys, and I talked about this big inflow. And what happened was, as you guys can see down here on the 26th on the price, you saw into the 27th, you saw this dip from 39 to 36. And that's because there was a massive inflow, a sell-off, and some selling pressure. So you saw that dip right here. So you guys can tell that there was a dip here and that there was inflow. And usually inflow is a bearish thing because a lot of times when Bitcoin goes into exchanges, that means they're going to dump them. So that's normally what that means. Not, as you guys can see, though, there was also, the very next day, massive outflow. So people bought that dip at 36. That's why you saw a correction from 36 back on the way up. Another thing to take a look at is why I'm really bullish is because yesterday, July 28th, there was 34,000, almost 35,000 Bitcoin that came off exchanges total. So even with all of the outflow, or with all of the inflows, the outflows still, the balance, the net outflows was still 35,000 over. So that means whales and institutions are accumulating, guys. That's exactly what that means. I'm going to show you guys now a second chart, and I'm going to show you guys this chart because it's going to show you how to swim with the whales. Now, this is a very interesting chart here, guys. And this is another reason why I'm super bullish, and everybody else can go ahead and say that they're bearish. Super bullish. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Actually, I'm going to need this first. So as you guys can see, I'm going to pull this up and then I'll show you the specifics first. So this chart right here is showing the number of wallets, the number of wallet addresses. So that with a certain amount of Bitcoin. So with that being said, this purple line here is addresses between 1,000 and 10,000 Bitcoin. This one, the red one, is between 10,000 and 100. And then we have some small ones. These are the wallets that don't hardly have anything in them. Like I said, these are all the shrimp. So these are like, between 1 and 0.1. So like 1,000, like $500 to $4,000 worth of Bitcoin, say. And these guys are like the millionaires and the tens of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. Okay, so that's the big chart. I want to show you guys the big chart. But now I'm going to go ahead and segment this for you very, very interestingly, okay? And you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And you guys are going to see the reason why whales move the way they move and how it affects price. You guys it's going to actually blow your mind. So first, let's go down here. I'm going to go ahead and clear everything, okay? I'm going to go ahead and clear everything but the whales, okay? So there's that purple line. And as you guys can see, this is the price action, okay? So on top here, you guys can see the price action. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the price. When Bitcoin was in January, when it was at 32,000, this was 32,000 here, and guess what? There were a pretty solid amount of wallets between 1 and 10,000, pretty high, as you guys can see there, about 2,400, okay? As the price got higher, the whales take their profits. And guess what? Let's say we got to the peak here of 61,000, okay? We got to 61,000 right here on the price, and that date was March 13th, okay? March 13th. We go down here. We go ahead and take a look at March 13th, and guess what? That the number of whale addresses is moving down, but guess what? The price is moving up. What does that tell you? That means that whales are getting rid of their Bitcoin. They are taking profits on the way up. The whale address, the amount of whale addresses with that amount of Bitcoin between 1 and 10,000 is going down. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at 10,000 to 100,000, guys. 10,000 to 100,000. They move the exact same way. Look at this. They move the exact same way. They move in the same direction. Why? Because they're whales. Even there isn't a lot there are many that hold that many, but 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 100,000 are really good picks, okay? But now that you see that price action and the way that they move, when we got to 64K, guess what? They got even lower. They were even lower down here. Like I said, those wallets got rid of Bitcoin. They sold their Bitcoin. They got profits. That's what whales do, and that's how whales move. Now, it's going to blow your mind. I'm going to keep the 1,000 to 10,000 coins up, okay? That's how many 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin. I'm going to show you guys that as the price, like I said, if you guys are just getting here, the price was going up. The whale addresses with big amounts of Bitcoin was going down because they're taking profits. They realize that the retail investor is filling their bags right now because they bought at the bottom and everybody else was scared. They're one step ahead. Now look at this. I'm going to show you guys the shrimp addresses overlaid. Isn't that funny, guys? Look at that. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but this is why retail investors do what they do. And this is why whales get rich. This is also why technical analysis people that are telling you that we are in a bear market don't understand. They do not see what's actually happening on chain. But I'm showing you guys that right now. So if you guys like that, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe here. Go ahead and subscribe. Looks like there's a lot of good chatter on YouTube. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and like here. You're getting this right now live, and nobody else is telling you guys this stuff. So I'm going to be the on-chain metrics guy for you guys now every day. A lot of people don't show you this, but I'm going to go ahead and show you all of my hands, what I look at for on-chain metrics. In fact, for the 2K to 1 million challenge, I'm going to use on-chain metrics and sediment. If you guys don't know what sediment is, it's the indexes of fear and greed. They're able to scrape social media like Twitter and Reddit and all those. And it's crazy to see the correlations between social spikes and the price. So we'll be able to get in early on that as well. So if you guys are excited about that, subscribe here. If you guys are excited about that on TikTok, make sure you guys go ahead and follow here, okay? And subscribe on YouTube. But I'm going to show you guys now. Guess what? This red line here, like I said to you guys, was wallets that have 0.01 coins. Okay, I'll even do this one to show you. This is people who have about $400 to $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, this is the retail investors. This is the you and me's out here. Okay, like I said, when you see the price action, so essentially what I'm trying to say is the whales move opposite of the market. They do what you're supposed to do. They buy low and they sell high. But what does the retail investors do? What do the shrimps do? They follow the exact price action of Bitcoin. Because guess what? As the price grew, the shrimp are accumulating. And guess what? At the peak of 64K, or let's do the 61. We'll even look at the 61 too. So look at this. At this peak of 61K, if we scroll down here, I'll make sure to get you the date. On that date was March 13th. On March 13th, 7, 8, until 12, 13. And guess what? On March 13th, on that peak, this is trying to move back to there we go. March 13th. This is exactly where the whales and the retails crossed, because whales are like, yep, I'm taking profit. And retailers are like, yep, I'm FOMOing in because this is going to be the top. And as we continue to accumulate, the peak was on April 14th. And guess what? On April 14th, we just hit the bottom of that top. And guess what? You guys can literally see on-chain metrics right now that FOMO hit the retail investors, because on April 14th, if you guys see on that peak, this is April 14th here. That was the peak. Oops, I'll go keep you up there. That was the peak, 64K. And guess what? We go back down here to April 14th. And guess what? That is the bottom of where wallet addresses move. And so retail investors literally FOMO'd in. And guess what? Wallet addresses grew. And guess what? Whales were dumping, and guess what? Whales were dumping, and the price action was moving down. They are moving ahead of you guys. But what I'm trying to say to you guys right now is the price action is moving down. The price action right now here, you guys can see for moving up. But as the price action was moving down, let me go back to this one. I'm going to take the shrimps off and go back to just them. But let me see if I can move this up a little bit. I can't see. Okay, there we go. Now this here is June 30th. Down here, June 30th. Let's see. But as you can see, the big whales, between 10,000 and 100,000, guess what? After June 30th, actually, this is June. They started accumulating on June 11th. Let's see where we're at in June 11th. So June 11th, as you guys can see down here, the price action was right around 35K. Oops, we'll go up there. Right around 35K, there was some accumulation just starting. And guess what? As the price action continued to go down, guess what happened? Guess what the whales were doing? The whales were so we moved up here for the 1,000 to 100,000. Look at this. This is starting. The price action is starting to move up. And guess what happens shortly after? The price starts to move up. So guys, when we're looking at, I'm going to go ahead and show you, flip this camera. Those websites right there, you can use CryptoQuant, you can use Glassnode to get these on-chain metrics. I will go ahead and leave a link in my YouTube description here of some of the on-chain metrics and stuff and places that I use. This is called Santiment, Santime, Santiment. Okay, and I'm going to be using that for a lot more as well. But I want to make sure I'm showing you guys on-chain metrics because that tells the whole story. So, like I said, between that, I'll go back out to my map view, and between the balance outflows that I showed you guys, where there was a plus 35,000 Bitcoin that was accumulated. Like I said, that's why I'm super bullish. And that's what the bears are not taking into account, guys. That's what the bears are not taking into account, is that there is still massive accumulation going on right now. And if the wallet addresses were going down and there wasn't mass accumulation going on right now, guys, I would be nervous, but I'm not. That's why I'm not nervous. That's why I was one of the only guys on YouTube. That's why I was one of the only guys on TikTok saying that we are still bullish, because the on-chain metrics still say that we're bullish. And the on-chain metrics aren't going to lie. They're not going to lie to you. If whales are accumulating, you're going to be able to see that whales are accumulating Bitcoin. That's the great thing about on-chain metrics. It's the base and foundation of how you guys should be trying to judge the market is what's going on chain. Sure, there can be a few things that are deceiving or that you perceive the wrong way. But in my opinion, right now in cryptocurrency, foundations of on-chain metrics should be first, and then looking at the TA, the technical analysis. That's where technical analysis comes in, and you should sprinkle in some sediment, which is like fear and greed index, which is let me show you. Maybe I can show you guys here on some social insights. Let's see. So on sediment, they have these keywords. Okay, so like for example, net, bug, Warren, Elizabeth Warren. So that was yesterday. As you guys can see, that was trending. Now it's not trending as much anymore. Banter, digital, estate. So must be talking about some real estate. Those are showing you guys charts and trends about the keywords that are going on as well. XRP prediction, like I said, I think triangles everywhere. Yeah, XRP price prediction. I think it's going to move to the upside as soon as we get an answer, but we might not even get an answer until 2022. So, but that's where I'm at. Here, you guys can see popular trends by Bitcoin. Those were a lot more apparent in May, where you're seeing tops. Dogecoin pumps, obviously, we were seeing big, massive pumps in Dogecoin there. April and May. But I went ahead and typed in something, for example, like XRP. And as you guys can see, I'll show you guys again. Sorry. And as you guys can see, on-chain. So what I'm using these on-chain metrics. Maybe it'll be easier to see up there. I'm using these on-chain metrics, guys, for to type in XRP up there, and guess what? I'm able to see, and guess what? There was a huge social spike. So people talking about on social. So here's the Telegram charts. When people are talking about in Telegram, we're able to scrape Telegram. Also in Reddit, look at that big spike in Reddit. There's a lot of people that were referencing and talking about XRP, and we saw the big spike in XRP. On Reddit, that the price was moving upward. Same thing. Anytime you've seen big spikes here, looks like some people were trading it on Reddit anyway. So you saw these big spikes of people talking about XRP, and they were taking profits, and then eventually it kind of wore off. This is on Twitter. So some of the on-chain metrics that I'm using are looking at sediment, guys, sediment. And that the sediment of what's going on Twitter, on Reddit, on Telegram, trying to see those trends as well. But yes, that's exactly what I'm looking at. Let me go back to some of these on-chain metrics. That's just the price. I'm going to go back, open my map view. But yeah, like I said, those are the things that I'm studying right now, guys. Those are things I'm studying on-chain metrics right now. Thoughts on Ethereum Classic? Not a huge fan of Ethereum Classic, to be honest with you. We're going into phase 3. I think so. I believe we will. Phase 3, large capitalization coins. No, not quite yet. Bitcoin's going to have to recover again. Bitcoin will go up to about 50%. So Bitcoin has red candlestick today, but that's okay. That honestly is okay on the day chart. If I was going to show you guys that, we've had, I believe it was 8 daily green candles in a row. So that is just fine. That is completely normal. So, but sorry, I just got in. What's the long look on Quant? Quant's looking strong. Bull flag forming on the daily. Definitely could be a bull flag in the next move to the upside. That's exactly what I'm thinking there as well. A little bit more bullish volume over the past 8 days. So it's good. It's been good to see that for Bitcoin. But that's why, guys, if you guys missed it, make sure you guys go ahead on TikTok. Make sure you guys go to YouTube, type in Begin Crypto, so you guys can see all the on-chain metrics I just showed you. Why is it red though? Oh, because people are taking profits. There's going to be a little bit of selling pressure right around 40K. There's been some resistance here, so there's a little selling pressure here at 40K. But we're just settling in. It's perfectly normal. We've been going up for 8 straight days on the daily, so you're not going to go up forever. There has to be minor pullbacks, but like I said, this is a baby red candle. I'm not concerned right now at all. And actually, Bitcoin's holding this 39 to 40K. Mid 40K very, very well. So don't be worried about that. I'll probably be a little pullback, but don't think 20s. Yeah, there'll be a little. I'm not talking about a pullback. I'm talking a pullback to like 35, 36, somewhere in that. If there was a pullback, don't be concerned about that. But like I said, we might not even see that big of a pullback. It might be even less than that. What do you think about SHIB? I don't like SHIB at all, especially in this case right now. Like I said, you could buy a little bit and just wait to see if what happens at the end of the bull market. But other than that, I'm not huge on SHIB. Like I said, I'd be dollar cost averaging into some really good projects. There's a lot of projects that are down right now that are really, really solid projects. So I'd be doing that right now. But thank you guys so much. Angel here, Begin Crypto. That's why I'm so bullish, guys. That's why I am so bullish. Thoughts on VET. I love VET. A pretty big holding of mine. We have it in the 2K to 1 million challenge. ETH's going to moon. I agree. Just don't panic, sell, hold, and you can take profits and hop back in the market and we launch. Absolutely. Ryan, thank you. ADA, love ADA. ADA is one of my big 4 holdings. ETH, Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, Link, big holdings. Those are my biggest holdings. In VeChain, those 5. Jesus loves me. Thank you. He loves you as well. And everybody watching. So thank you guys so much. Angel here, Begin Crypto. I want to make sure that you guys go ahead and see the on-chain metrics that I was showing you guys. So go to YouTube and check that out. I'm going to be giving you guys on-chain metrics every single day. Name any good projects. So, I mean, most of these projects are 40 to 50%. I think VeChain's a steal. I think I even still think Luna. I like Terra Luna. Terra Luna is a solid project as well. I think that is still a steal, but there's a lot of projects that are steals right now. Like I said, if you're dollar cost averaging into solid projects, you're going to be just fine. If you see the lows get higher every time it hits a new, if you see the lows get higher every time it hits higher new highs. I'm trying to process that, Noah. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But thank you guys so much. Angel here, Begin Crypto. Check out wearecrypto.store. That's the brand new brand. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe here on YouTube and follow here on TikTok as well. I'm the new on-chain metric guy that you guys should be following every single day. So make sure you guys go ahead. I'm going to show you guys all the on-chain metrics that you guys need to see in order to follow the whales to get the right sentiment and even make, there's even some signals as well that you guys can buy and sell on just based on using those metrics. But thank you guys so much. Angel here, Begin Crypto. Until next time, I'll talk to you all soon. All love.